You can destroy planets, but you can never destroy what I am, friend.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most iconic moments, scenes, or episodes that completely changed the anime industry. Number 10, 20th Chojin Olympics Arc. These days, every great shonen anime has a good old-fashioned tournament arc. If you want to know why, you have to go all the way back to 1983's Kinnikuman, more specifically, the 20th Chojin Olympics arc. At its core, it's nothing more than a classic tournament. Kinnikuman enters, meets some quirky characters, beats them up, and calls it a day. But the brilliant intersection of plot development, character growth, and high-octane action was so popular, it quickly became the formula for all future shonen. Whether you're a fan of the World Martial Arts Tournament, the Chunin Exams, UA's Sports Festival, or something else, you have Kinnikuman to thank for it. Number 9. Usagi's first transformation, Sailor Moon. While not the first magical girl anime, and not the first to have a transformation sequence, Usagi Tsukino's is easily the most iconic. After all, she shook the entire anime landscape with nothing more than hearts, her pigtails, and of course some moon prism power. Sailor Moon's legendary transformation scenes popularized the trend of creating highly detailed cuts of animation that could be used across several episodes. Usagi's influence spread way beyond the magical girl genre though. Nowadays, it's commonplace for any kind of show to reuse high-quality animation for specific transformations, attacks, or evolutions. In fact, at this point, it's weirder if they don't. Who knew the moon prism power had so much impact?
見事だセーラームーン今夜のこと覚えておこう
Number 8. Naruto vs Sasuke. Naruto. The fated throwdown between star-crossed rivals is an anime staple for a reason. But even compared to the decades of jaw-dropping bouts that came before, the original Naruto takes the trope to another level. The series spent over 100 episodes meticulously nurturing the conflict between the two young genin. Then, when Naruto and Sasuke finally came to blows at the Valley of the End, the animation went all out. That's right, we're talking about Sakuga. The gorgeously fluid action pushed the limits of not only the rival trope, but the entirety of battle shonen. This one fight single-handedly proved that Naruto was something special, and its peers needed to catch up or risk getting left behind forever. Number 7. Combining 2D and 3D. Ghost in the Shell. Back in the 90s, most anime productions were hesitant to acknowledge the growing viability of CGI animation. Ghost in the Shell, however, took that as a challenge. With a groundbreaking new process called digitally generated animation, Ghost in the Shell managed to combine traditional cell artwork with three-dimensional graphics. To say it worked would be a major understatement. All it takes is a single viewing to understand why this film is considered a benchmark for 3D animation in anime. Without Ghost in the Shell revolutionizing what the medium could do, it's hard to say if there'd even be a market for CG anime today.
君と融合したい。
融合？
完全な統一だ。君も私も相対は多少変化するだろうが、失うものは何もない。
Number 6. Ace Dies. One Piece.
俺を救ってくれた人をバカにするんじゃねえ！やめろ！
Anyone who flicked on this show expecting sunshine and rainbows all the time was left sorely disappointed. In this famous scene, Luffy actually fails big time, and as a result his older brother dies.
エース、急いで手当てを。
ごめんな、ルフィ。
Ace's death marked a major tonal shift in One Piece, and since it's one of the longest running anime of all time, that alone is grounds for respect. But above all that, it shook the foundation of what fans expected out of battle anime. In this case, the hero couldn't just power up and overcome the odds. It sounds simple, but when this episode aired, Ace's death showed the world that One Piece, and shonen as a whole, wasn't playing around anymore.
ありがと
う Number 5. Shortest Seasons. My Hero Academia.
君はヒーローになれる。
You know the saying, less is more? Well, it took some anime a long time to learn that lesson. Luckily, My Hero Academia was the exception. Its first season only ran for 13 episodes, and since then, it's never aired more than 25 in a single year. But the studio wasn't cheaping out on quality, quite the opposite actually. In the past, most battle-heavy anime, specifically Shonen Jump ones, aired year-round, leading to glacially slow pacing and lackluster animation. By pouring more resources into fewer episodes, My Hero Academia became an all-killer, no-filler sensation. The trend took off, and now almost every single shonen airs in tight, pre-planned seasons instead. Just look at Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer, hell, even Bleach now. My Hero really did save the day. Number 4. Movie Mayhem. Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, the movie Mugen Train. With one quick trip to theaters, Demon Slayer went from a hit show to a record-breaking phenomenon. The numbers don't lie. Mugen Train was the highest-grossing film of 2020, period. No ifs, ands, or buts. For context, that's the first time a non-American production has ever topped the worldwide box office charts. Alongside that, Mugen Train also became the top-earning Japanese movie of all time too, just in case it didn't have enough records under its belt. Given these staggering results, it's really no surprise that every popular show is now getting a theatrical release. If Mugen Train was any indication, the future of anime is on the big screen.
悔しいな。何か一つできるようになっても、またすぐ目の前に分厚い壁があるんだ。
Number 3. The first Super Saiyan transformation. Goku, Namek, golden hair. Need we say more? With a legacy that almost speaks for itself, the debut of Super Saiyan helped usher in what anime is today, especially for action-oriented shows. Even by today's standards, there aren't many iconic power-ups that don't owe something to this historic screamfest.
Has Frieza pushed Goku's rage to new heights? And can Goku avenge the life of his close friend Krillin?
But it didn't just influence anime itself, it also influenced those who watched it. On a pure fan level, this scene had kids around the world yelling out in hopes of growing their own golden hair. Talk about good marketing. Over the years, there's been a lot of rip-offs and remakes. No matter what though, Goku's first Super Saiyan transformation remains the literal gold standard.
How will Frieza be able to stand up to Goku now that the legendary power of the Super Saiyan has awakened within him?
Number 2, Spirited Away wins the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature. Spirited Away. Despite its creative merits, anime has traditionally been considered a niche in English-speaking countries.
Don't say that!
But then, Spirited Away came along. Hayao Miyazaki's magnum opus drew such rave reviews, English-language critics couldn't ignore it anymore. In 2001, the movie made history as the first Japanese film to ever win the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature. Just like that, Spirited Away was a trailblazer for the whole medium.
Once you've met someone, you never really forget them. It just takes a while for your memories to return.
Its unprecedented success put anime on the map as not just a mainstream form of entertainment, but a worthwhile art form in its own right. The fact that anime continues to grow in the worldwide market is at least in part because of what Spirited Away accomplished.
A new home and a new school. It is a bit scary.
I think I can handle it.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, the Porygon episode, Pokemon.
それはこの天才秋葉原博士が作り出した CG ポケモンポリゴンの初号機だ
CG ポケモンポリゴン
In 1997, Porygon debuted in Pokemon, and anime hasn't been the same since. We aren't kidding. Dubbed the Pokemon Shock, the now infamous episode features Pikachu unleashing a thunderbolt inside the internet, causing a frenzied light show in the process. The visual effects sent more than 600 viewers to the hospital with symptoms of epileptic seizures. In response, Japanese broadcasters came together to enforce industry-wide regulations on flashing colors in anime. To this day, any scene with bright lights or lots of movement are intentionally dimmed in post-production before they're allowed to air. So if you ever have to crank up the brightness to watch a cool fight, remember that Porygon's to blame.
俺たちが命がけで戦ったことなんて誰も知らないんだな。
まあ、いいじゃないか。
Did we miss any industry-shaking moments? Don't be shy, let us know in those comments below. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.